Anti-money laundering. Section 1. A brief for the audience. The term money laundering is said to have its origins from the mafia's ownership of laundromats in the US in the 1920s and 1930s. Organised criminals were making so much money from extortion, prostitution, gambling and bootlegging, they needed to show a legitimate source of the money. One way in which they could do this was to purchase outwardly legitimate businesses and to mix their illicit earnings with the legitimate earnings from these businesses. Laundromats were chosen because they were cash businesses. Al Capone used this method in Chicago. Journalist Jeffrey Robinson regards the tale that money laundering came from this as a myth. He states, "Money laundering is called what it is because it perfectly describes what takes place. Illegal or dirty money is put through a cycle of transactions or washed so that it comes out the other end as legal as clean money. In other words, the source of the illegally obtained funds is obscured through a succession of transfers and deals in order that the same funds can eventually be made to appear as legitimate income." Money laundering, or ML, was and is a major problem for all the countries in the world. It is a barrier for a country's development. Money laundering is a crime and is considered as one of the worst crimes all over the world. All the terror activities in the world are linked with money laundering, whether directly or indirectly. Each year, trillions of illicit funds are transferred and used in criminal activities, which is damaging the societies and people who live there. Each individual that's a good citizen has responsibilities to prevent money laundering. This is a duty towards society. If money laundering can be stopped completely, organised crime would be significantly reduced and increased financial stability could be achieved. Therefore, anti-money laundering is extremely critical. This course is on anti-money laundering, and those of you who are accountable for the anti-money laundering program should find it useful. The course covers both financial institutes and non-financial institutes that face the risk of money laundering, signs of money laundering activities, and how to tackle money laundering. So hold on to your seats, because it's going to be a very exciting 2 hours of your time, which will be very helpful for the rest of your professional lives.